re-elected to the State House. So, no, I'm sorry, Joe Ingles Public Radio. And a lot of the GOP state lawmakers got re-elected to the State House. So isn't that kind of a mixed message that people are sending? Because maybe they like it on the state level.
Well, Joe, as you know, the districts were drawn in an incredibly gerrymandered and unfair fashion. And so, I'm being so diplomatic right now, aren't I? And so, when we look at a map of the state of Ohio, I think it was in our local newspaper a few days ago, there was a map that showed how the voting patterns were in the 80s and what they are now. And it showed that for national elections. But when we look at the map just from a few years ago, these districts where we still have, the jury's still out on what the final number is going to be. In a couple of the districts are still in play. They're recounting or counting provisional ballots. But this isn't by natural selection. This is where the politicians chose where they would go and who they would choose. And so it's very difficult to get that majority. Ohio, time and time again, is seen as a 50-50 state. And so I think I would not say that what we have is a fair accounting of what the people really want. I think some of our folks from Planned Parenthood can tell you what the national numbers are in terms of what people say in terms of how they feel about a woman's right to choose. And those numbers are alarming. I mean, they're extraordinarily high and continue to grow all the time in terms of people being supportive of the politicians staying out of personal issues such as choice.
Yeah, and Joe, I'd also add to... Sorry. I get so excited. I just also like to say that the exit polling of the Ohio voters is that Ohio voters re-elected their state representatives to focus on the economy and jobs, not on our uteruses.
Stephanie, Jim Heath from 10 TV. Very quickly, if Governor Kasich signs Heartbeat, is there a legal team ready from Planned Parenthood to challenge that legally?
Yes.
Aaron Marshall, County Dealer. On the bill that's going to be voted on tomorrow, that shifts the money away from Planned Parenthood, my understanding is that we shifted to community health centers. Planned Parenthood generally serves urban population, I think it's fair to say. There's community health centers, for example, in Cuyahoga County that would see the money instead of Planned Parenthood. I guess walk me through what's the real harm here if there's still going to be money that goes towards women's, health services.
I think there's two things. First of all, there isn't the capacity, and most of the healthcare providers that you'll call in Ohio would tell you that we don't have the capacity to just shift 100,000 women suddenly to other healthcare providers. Also, we're the experts in women's health care. Nobody provides women's health care at higher quality than Planned Parenthood. And we're the healthcare provider that women choose. So why are we pulling that choice away from women in Ohio? They choose to come to Planned Parenthood, and we should respect and honor women's choices.
And I'll just throw in at the end that there's no problem that this bill is solving. There is no issue. There has not been a massive outcry from women who have used Planned Parenthood as their health care provider that suddenly they need an alternative. We have not heard that.
Matter of fact, they're creating a problem instead of solving it for women and their families.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.